Hi friends, thank you for stopping by our channel. My name is Hannah and today I have a Twin Flame 101 ultimate guide for you guys, a Twin Flame masterclass where I'm going to dive deep into the world of twin flames and really give you from the basics of twin flames all the way up to the highest truths about them. I'm really excited about this video and cannot wait to have this information really distilled down for you all into a tangible, logical, and grounded resource that you can return to again and again as you continue awakening on your twin flame journey. So be sure to stay to the end for some really incredible, powerful tips on how to reunite with your twin flame. So let's get into the definition, the origin, misconceptions, all about twin flames. Let's get into the runner chaser dynamic. Let's get into twin flame mirroring, false twin flames, karmics, soulmates, twin flame attraction, twin flame life purpose, twin flame sex. Let's get into the juiciest info about twin flames. With that, let's just get right into it with what is the definition of twin flames. Twin flames are the highest form of relationship that we have on the planet today. Your twin flame is your ultimate person. They are created for you by God. Your twin flame is your greatest teacher, your best friend, your perfect partner, and your ultimate lover. They are the person that you've always felt within your heart is out there for you, or always maybe had this whisper of, who am I going to end up with? Who is for me? Who is my person? That is your twin flame. So twin flames are the pinnacle, the ultimate romantic relationship, the ultimate partnership, the ultimate union of really yourself with all of yourself. So when you are awakening on this awakening path, you are going to learn who you are. You're going to learn to go within, to discover and uncover yourself. And as you do that, and as you awaken, that is where your twin flame comes into your life. So basically a twin flame is the other part of you. Your twin flame and you share one consciousness. So this means that basically you have one soul blueprint. And in that soul blueprint, you both exist. Your one consciousness lies. And when you come to earth, you incarnate into your physical bodies as either the divine masculine or the divine feminine twin flame. And yeah, this doesn't mean that you are separate in any way, even though you're in other physical bodies, because you are truly one being at the core. And so twin flames were created from this one soul blueprint, and they share one consciousness, even though they're completely individual beings on their own. And so what this means is that because you share one consciousness with your twin flame, you always make the same core choices. And this means that you really have the control in your life to be with your twin flame. Because if you're choosing to be with your twin flame and to be in union, that is a core choice you're making that your twin flame is going to reflect to you. You will always share the same values as your twin flame, whether it be family, whether it be health, whether it be travel. Whatever your core values are, your twin flame will share those with you. And you also will always align your visions, your lifestyle choices will align very easily with your twin flames. Your twin flame is your greatest teacher, first and foremost. They are your best friend. They are your perfect partner, and they are your ultimate lover. So your twin flame is really all of these things for you in one person because they're you. It's literally like having a relationship with yourself. It's like where you feel at home, where you feel at peace, where you feel complete and fulfilled. And while your twin flame does not complete you, being with them is where you find your greatest fulfillment, because God didn't create us to be alone. God did not create us to wander this planet and to never find someone to be in that beautiful romantic relationship and union with. He created us specifically as twin flames. And it's really incomparable to any other form of relationship, whether it be a soulmate or a mother and child bond. It really goes beyond all of that because it's a union of yourself with all of yourself. And so this gives me to the next point in this video, which is, does everyone have a twin flame? And I actually just posted a video about this. And the truth is that yes, everyone does have a twin flame. And it's really, really a simple, logical answer that I can give you, because God does not create anyone special. There are no special people. And while we all are unique and we have our own unique qualities and we all express uniquely and with our unique talents and our unique gifts, there is no one more special than the other. And so to say that not everyone has a twin flame is to say that, hey, God only thought these people you know, deserved or were worthy of the ultimate form of romance and love in their life. And these people know. Maybe they can have it in the next lifetime. No, it just doesn't work that way. And I made a comment on that video where someone said, actually, it's not true. Not everyone has one, blah, blah, blah. And I really was like, well, when you look at it logically, when you look at it as what others may be teaching of not everyone has a twin flame, that in itself is a belief in separation, right? That is separating this group of people from this group of people and saying these people have something that these don't. And that is so illogical. It is so untrue. And it is an egoic belief completely rooted in separation from not only the divine, but from truth itself, which is the divine at the end of the day. But yes, everyone has a twin flame. And if you're watching this video, you have a twin flame and you're meant to be with them in this lifetime. So how were twin flames created? Twin flames were created from, like I said, that one soul blueprint. And they were created as a divine masculine and a divine feminine. And so you're always going to either embody the feminine or the masculine energy. No matter what things you like to do, no matter what, how you like to express yourself, you're only going to express yourself in a way that's masculine or feminine. And this really answers the question to a lot of things going on the planet right now, that I won't get too deep into, but just sit with that piece and think, if everyone's truly only divine masculine, only divine feminine, doesn't that just make sense for what we're all awakening to, for how people are stepping into their truths as divine masculines and divine feminines and taking their power back in that way? And every union is made up of a divine masculine and a divine feminine. And this is because they perfectly complement one another. You can really think of your twin flame union like the ancient yin and yang symbol. You know that symbol where they fit perfectly in one another, they create one whole design, but they still have their own sides. And they complement one another beautifully. That is really what you are with your twin flame. So when people talk about having to balance the masculine and feminine energies within themselves, that's not true. It's really just balancing your own energy. And as you balance your own energy, you make room for your twin flame to come into your life. Because your twin flame is going to reflect to you where you're at in your internal state of being. Because you are one, they can only love you to the extent that you love yourself. So that's a little tip that we'll get into in a little bit. All right, now let's get into the twin flame misconceptions. I've already touched on a couple of these, but this is one of my favorite things to talk about because I just love sharing the truth. I just love speaking the divine truth to you guys. I love being a channel for this, and I love getting to spread this message with you. So I already covered the first biggest misconception, which says, yes, everyone has a twin flame, and yeah, it's just a fact. Fact of the matter is that we are all created equally. No one is special. No one is more divine than the next person. Not even ascended masters are more special than you and more worthy of God's love than you. You complete God's creation. You are God's greatest gift to humanity, and that's simply the truth. And so, yes, everyone has a twin flame. The other misconception I want to touch on is there always a runner-chaser dynamic in a twin flame union? And this is a common misconception and also often confused as a stage. Like people say, I'm in the runner-chaser stage, things like that. But that's actually a myth. You do not have to go through the runner-chaser dynamic to be a twin flame or to come into your twin flame union. Dylan and I, we never ran from each other because we'd already done the healing work prior to coming into union that to really ground when we came together and stay together permanently. And so, yeah, this is really a myth. And the thing is, if your twin flame is running from you, they are just mirroring to you where you are running from yourself. And you can heal this with the mirror exercise. You don't have to have them do anything. All you have to do is go within, heal those parts of you that are running from yourself, sit with yourself, be with yourself, love yourself, and you're going to heal this in your union. Because as you heal, your twin flame heals and your union heals. And another twin flame misconception is that twin flame relationships are just meant to be these rocky, tumultuous, super intense, even traumatic relationships that awaken you and then you go your separate ways. No, 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 no. Your twin flame union does not need to be traumatic or tumultuous. Yeah, there's going to be challenges, but that is only to bring you closer to yourself, to God, and to your harmonious union, to your perfect union, which is also known as ascension. And we'll go into that as well in a little bit. But yeah, your twin flame union doesn't need to be tragic. It doesn't need to be scary. It doesn't need to be something that is comes into your life, devastates you, and then you try and forget about it. No, it is meant to awaken you. It is meant to show you the places within yourself that are out of alignment with love so that you may go inside, go to those places, return home, and return them home to love. You know, your twin flame is going to mirror you the triggers, your upsets, things you may have been carrying for lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes. And so, yeah, at the beginning, it may be challenging as you begin to work through these triggers and as you begin to learn to heal and take your power back and realize your power in your union. But as you do this and as you use the mirror exercise, as you master that, and begin to recognize that really you have control over how you feel. You can feel joyful and loved and at peace in any moment, no matter what has triggered you. And as you begin to do that and bring awareness to those places within that are triggered and bring love to those places and love yourself and nurture your inner child and reparent yourself and rewire your brain, this is how you heal those triggers and you come into a place of peace with your twin flame. And this is what is called harmonious twin flame union. And so this brings me to the next misconception, which is you do not have to have all of your blocks healed to be in harmonious union. So let's just think of this like this. My spiritual teachers, they say that until you can manifest a pot of gold out of thin air, you still have blocks. And what this means is that you are always going to be ascending until you are enlightened, until you are fully and completely in Christ consciousness, until literally you're living in your personal heaven on earth and you have cleared all of your blocks. You are never upset. Nothing ever upsets you. Your life is perfect. You are literally in heaven. You're always going to be healing until you reach that place, which you will reach as you keep doing the work, as you keep ascending. But the thing is that you don't have to heal all these blocks in order to be in harmonious union, because harmonious union is a place where, like I said, it's a place of peace within yourself, and that's reflected to you in your twin flame union. It is the most powerful peace you will ever experience is what harmonious union is. And what a lot of people think is that they have to be fully ascended and fully enlightened to be in harmonious union. But no, that's what I said was called perfect union, otherwise known as ascension. You really just have to keep chopping wood and carrying water, like doing the work of the day. Like the Bible says this too. It's like just doing the work that's presented in front of you in every single day is enough. Healing your blocks in the moment whenever you are upset, whenever you are triggered, going within, loving yourself there, that is enough. And once you come into a routine, a practice with doing this, that is harmonious union. Harmonious union is loving yourself. It's using the mirror exercise whenever you are upset. It's not letting upsets fester. It's okay to be upset. Harmonious union, you're still going to have upsets. But the difference between twin flame union and harmonious union is in twin flame union, you're not mastered in healing those upsets as they arise, and they may fester, they may sit around. The harmonious union, you've claimed your power, you know who you are, you know you're a divine child of God who is capable of healing and clearing every block on your path, and you just get to it. You just get to it. Okay, I'm upset at my twin flame because of this. Okay, let me heal that. Okay, I'm upset at my mom because of this. Okay, let me heal that. It is just a boom, 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 consistently going deeper and deeper into self-love and peace. And it's an incredible, incredible place. All right, another misconception. There's so many of these. I'm so happy to be touching on all these for you guys because, yeah, I feel like it's going to bring a lot of healing to all of you watching this. But the next misconception is that the divine feminine is more awakened than the divine masculine. And no, guys, no. Like we just talked about at the beginning. You and your twin flame are one being, so you're not going to be more awakened than the other. You know, you're always at the same level of awakening. And yeah, someone, a twin flame might be working on a certain area, like their spirituality, while another twin flame is working more on the foundation and the physical things, and that's okay. That doesn't mean that one person's more awakened than the other. And yeah, and you can hold space for your twin flame if they're not into the spiritual stuff yet, if they're not into the healing work yet. Just hold space for them and keep going within and loving yourself. And that's what's going to help them come into that place with you, because your twin flame will always meet you in the place of love that you are working towards and that you are claiming for yourself. And the last misconception I want to touch on today is that twin flames are not meant to be together forever. And this is a big one. This is talked about by a lot of people. A lot of spiritual people discuss this topic and say, oh, your twin flame is just meant to awaken you and then go on your way. And I know I kind of touched on this, but I think it's worth revisiting and saying, no, that's not the case. That you and your twin flame, at the end of the day, you are partners in the ascension of the earth. You are partners in bringing heaven to earth. You are partners in ascending into Christ consciousness. And that's where twin flame mirroring comes in, where we can talk about in a little bit as well. But your twin flame is not just a catalyst. They may catalyze you into your spiritual awakening, but that's not their purpose. Their purpose is to be with you for the awakening. The purpose is for you to come back to this planet lifetime after lifetime. And we'll go deeper into the purpose right after this, but part of the purpose is for you guys to go deeper and deeper into the awakening, into the ascension every single lifetime you return, and to come closer and closer to God. So that doesn't mean you guys are on your own separate ways, living in opposite ends of the planet and just, you see each other every once in a while. No, that means you are partners. That means you're living one life together. You're living as one being in two separate bodies. That is what it's all about. So yeah, your twin flame is absolutely meant to be with you forever. It is an eternal union. Your twin flame union is an eternal relationship. It is the eternal relationship. It's one that you've always been in. Even if you have been with a soulmate, you've always been with your twin flame in truth. All right, so what does it mean to have a twin flame? There's a lot of people that are awakening to the twin flame journey and recognizing, hey, like, I'm not on this planet alone. Like, there's someone out there for me. Like, I have this call in my heart. I have this desire for a partner, for a person, for my ultimate lover, for my love. Like, I feel them in my bones. I can hear them almost. It's like, I feel like I can almost touch them. Like, I'm dreaming about them. Like, who is this person? So many people are awakening to this. And there's a reason for that. It is because that the planet is ascending. The planet has gone through so much in the last however many years we've been alive. I always like to point out, because I grew up Catholic and I always had a very deep relationship with Jesus Christ. And I always like to point out that Jesus brought love to this world. He was teaching love your neighbor like yourself, because we didn't have that figured out yet. And we still don't have it perfectly mastered, but that is what Jesus was teaching. He was teaching the very basic foundations of spirituality and truth. And since that time, we have evolved. We have, now everyone has rights, and at least in the United States, LGBTQ people have rights. Women have rights. All colors have rights. We are at this place where we've gone through all of this hate and we've purged it and we've released it. And we're now at this point where everyone is equal. Everyone understands that we're all human. We're all human beings, and we're coming closer to the divine truth that we are actually all divine. And so twin flames are here for the awakening of the planet. Everyone is going to awaken eventually to discover the fact that they have a twin flame. And that brings me to the purpose of why were twin flames created. So twin flames were created by God so that everyone may have a person to travel lifetime after lifetime, travel the universe, explore with. And because twin flames are created from the same soul blueprint and they share the same soul DNA, they are perfect complements for one another. And while a soulmate relationship is not going to bring that depth of connection with you, only a twin flame relationship can do this. And God created this because God loves us. God loves us, and He created us with the desire for a partner, for a twin flame. And He never gives us a desire in our hearts that is not meant to be fulfilled. And so if you have the desire for your twin flame, you will have your twin flame. You can have your twin flame. And your twin flame is literally you. It's like, why would you want to walk around with only like half of your body? Like, that's literally how humanity has been living for so long, is we've been walking around like chopped in half. Yes, of course, we are all whole and we are all complete, but our greatest fulfillment, our divine expression, our divine selves are expressed in our twin flame unions. And so, yeah, God really created His creation perfectly by doing this, because it just makes so much sense to me. And if you're watching this, most likely it does for you too, that why would a perfect God not create perfectly, not create everyone with a perfect complement? And so, yeah, twin flames were really just created to fulfill that desire that God placed in our hearts, because it was meant to come true. Like imagine this life as like a game or as like a movie, and you get to perfectly craft this movie into the ultimate love story. Like that is what God did for you. That is what God's done for every single human being, because God is love. And a lot of us get so distracted by the 3D, get so distracted by our emotions and our feelings and our upsets and all of this stuff. But the thing is, God is just thinking, oh, my child, you have no idea what's in store for you. You have so much love in store for you. I have created you so perfectly. Your twin flame is out there for you, and I am bringing you to them. So, your twin flame may also awaken you to have a Kundalini awakening or an energetic awakening. And this is really a common thing. Before Dylan and I came together, I was definitely having this Kundalini awakening. It was intense. It was passionate. I was feeling and experiencing things I'd never experienced in my life. And it was really powerful. And this was before we had even met. It was just when I claimed my person. Like I just claimed in my heart the person God created me for. And I was following my heart, and I was learning, and I was awakening, and I was reading the Bible, Upanishads, all these spiritual texts, and journaling, and doing yoga, and meditating, and doing breath work, and all of these things. And yeah, it brought me to this truth within myself where I realized, oh my God, like God is literally perfect. He's created everyone perfectly. And so a Kundalini awakening is really where this energy runs up your spine, and it activates your pineal gland, it activates your crown chakra, it activates all of your chakras and begins to connect you with your divine self. And so as this happens, and as you become your divine self, as you begin to embody your divinity and step into that vibration, that is when your twin flame can manifest into your life. All right, now for the juicy stuff, twin flame mirroring. So I touched on this a little bit, but we're going to go deep. What is twin flame mirroring? So like I had said, your twin flame is going to mirror back to you your own relationship with yourself. And not just that, but with God as well. So if your twin flame is triggering you, if they are blocking you, if they are ignoring you, if they're not communicating with you, if they're disrespecting you, they are just showing you somewhere within yourself that you're blocking, miscommunicating, disrespecting yourself. And they do this because they love you, because they only see the divine you, and because they are meant to literally trigger you into enlightenment. Okay? So your twin flame is going to trigger the crap out of you. They are going to trigger your abandonment wounds, your childhood wounds, your greatest fears are going to come up in your union, and it's okay. This is all safe. It is safe to experience these triggers, and it is safe to move through them, because on the other side is deeper love and deeper healing. And as you clear these blocks that your twin flame reflects to you, this is how you make your way to harmonious union, where that peace and that romance and that bliss is at. That is where you are headed. And so your twin flame is going to, let's give you guys an example. Let's say you have anxious attachment. Your twin flame is probably going to be an avoidant attachment, and they're going to want to avoid you because you have this anxious attachment that you need to heal. And so as they reflect that avoidance to you, as you go within and love yourself instead of trying to get something from them, that is what's going to heal that anxious and avoidant attachment and bring you into a place of healthy attachment together. If you have a codependent pattern in your life, your twin flame and you may start off in a codependent relationship because you are meant to heal that. You may be relying on your twin flame as your source and thinking that they're going to fulfill you and they're going to make you happy and they're going to give you everything you've ever desired. But as you heal that, and as you realize that, oh, my twin flame really can't give me anything, I have to give everything to myself, that's what they're going to show you. They're going to be like, I don't know what you want from me. I can't give you happiness. I can't give you joy. I can't even give you love. I can only love you as much as you love yourself. So what do you want from me? That's what basically the energy is going to say. And so you can heal this by using the mirror exercise, loving yourself, and releasing codependency from your union. So as you use the mirror exercise to heal any single thing that your twin flame upsets you by or triggers you by, this is how you ascend, because the triggers come up like in your vibration, those yucky feelings, those like, oh God, like I'm so triggered right now. Like I feel like I can't breathe. I'm so upset. My stomach is aching. Like my throat feels blocked, those types of feelings. as you go within using the mirror exercise and bring love to those places and give yourself the love and the peace and the compassion and commitment and reassurance that you need, give that to yourself. That's how you heal it, and that's how you release those vibrations from your reality, from your essence. And that's how you go higher and higher into the depths of love and into the depths of peace. And so, yeah, this is the ascension. This is how it works. You heal a block, you feel better, you live your life feeling better, and then all of a sudden your twin flame is triggering you again, or your mom or your sister or your boss, and someone triggers you again. You're like, oh crap, like why am I getting triggered again? No, it's okay. Triggers are safe. They are only meant to take you deeper into your own self-love. And that is what your twin flame does for you. They reflect to you how much you love yourself. And so they give you the opportunity to keep going within and keep developing this beautiful, juicy relationship with yourself. And then this is the best part about twin flames, because you are one being, one consciousness. As you go within and love yourself, guess what happens? Your twin flame can reflect that love back to you. So if you are healing a block with your twin flame, don't be surprised if the next day they text you. If instantly after you've healed a block with the mirror exercise, they text you. If they bring you flowers out of nowhere because you just loved and romanced yourself all day. Don't expect these things, but kind of like that's what's going to happen. This is a miraculous relationship that works like that. Like as you heal from within, your twin flame reflects that healing to you. As you commit to yourself and your healing, your twin flame will commit to you. It is a really beautiful, beautiful union. And if you are not loving yourself, if you are trying to get something from your twin flame, if you are, trying to get them to make you feel better, they literally cannot do that. Like it's not possible. It will never, ever happen. And I guarantee it, it will never happen. Your twin flame's only going to show you how you can love yourself deeper. And then they can show up to love you in that place where you've loved yourself. I know. It's pretty awesome, right? Like it's so cool. Like we think that, at least for me, I thought my whole life, I'd find my person and I'd be so fulfilled and so happy. And I mean, yeah, I am, but it didn't work the way I thought it would. Like it didn't work like, with the soulmate where I thought I was going to be happy once we had this and once we had that. It doesn't work that way. With your twin flame, you have to love yourself. And that is when they can reflect the love that you give to you back to you. It's so beautiful. And your twin flame also shows you the relationship that you have with God. So if your twin flame is not showing up in your life, and if they are not reflecting what you want to see in your life, go within and go to God. Seriously, write that down. Go within and go to God, because God is the one that you really are seeking anyways. When you're seeking to be with your twin flame, your ultimate lover, you're really just seeking God, because God is the one that comes through your twin flame to love you. God is the one that has created your twin flame to mirror back to you where you need to love yourself, so that God can come through in the form of a love and love you. And then he can show up in your twin flame and love you even more. So really focus on your union and your relationship with God and choosing God, claiming God, surrendering to God. And that is really going to support you in healing your twin flame union and healing separation permanently. All right, let's get into soulmates versus twin flames. I have a whole video on this if you guys want to check that out, but I'm going to go over the basics today. So a soulmate is someone that you feel comfortable with. They can be your friend, they can be your mother, your brother, your child, they can be your sister, they can be, anything other than your twin flame, basically. They can even be your romantic partner in several lifetimes. But what the thing is with the soulmate is that you do not have the same exact spiritual DNA, so to speak. You do not hold the exact same vibration. And so whether or not you've been together in 15 lifetimes, eventually you will outgrow each other and go your separate ways, because you are not a perfect vibratory match. And so the thing is with soulmates, as you choose unconditional love and as you choose to unconditionally love yourself, your soulmate's automatically going to vibrate out of your life. Because as you attune to unconditional love, your soulmate will not be able to withstand and hold that frequency with you, because only your twin flame is created to do that. So this is what happened with me actually when I was with a soulmate. I chose love in my heart. I asked God to, God, please show me what true love was. I was super unhappy in the relationship I was in. And that one ask, that one prayer to God catapulted my spiritual awakening and catapulted my self-love journey and catapulted me all the way to my twin flame union. And so as you choose love, as you choose unconditional love for yourself, that is what is going to bring you into union with your twin flame and help you discover whether or not someone is your true twin flame. So this kind of brings me to true versus false twin flames and karmics and all that stuff. And basically, I won't touch too much about karmics because it doesn't really matter. It's just, it can be a soulmate. Your karmic can be your soulmate. They can be someone you were with in lots of lifetimes. They could be a false twin flame. Your karmic is just there to trigger you and to show you kind of what you don't want in a relationship so that you can manifest and align with what you do want, with your truth, with your twin flame. And so this is kind of what a false twin flame will do as well. A false twin flame is someone that's going to feel like a true twin flame, and they're going to seem like a true twin flame on the outside, on paper. They may have the qualities that you really desire in a partner and feel like they fit almost perfectly. But as you continue to love yourself, as you choose yourself, as you choose your twin flame and choose love, a false twin flame will fall away as you heal. And a true twin flame will always grow and heal with you. And so a really good tip on how to identify a false twin flame versus a true twin flame is that as you heal yourself from within, are they healing with you? Are they aligning into that place of love with you? Are they mirroring back to you the choices for love you've made within yourself? And if they're not, they may be a false twin flame. And so a really good piece to note with this is to never attach yourself to someone as your twin flame until it's fully and completely revealed to you by God in your own unique way who your twin flame is. We also have 2 videos on this, on the 9 signs that you're with a true twin flame and the 9 signs that you're with a false twin flame. So feel free to check that out to go a lot deeper into this. But basically, false twin flames are also just there to help you awaken. They're there to help you clear your blocks, and you should always use the mirror exercise to heal what your false twin flame is showing you, so that when you come into union with your true twin flame, hey, you're already gonna have all that healing work done, and it'll be a way more peaceful and easy reunion because you'll have learned so much from that relationship with your false twin flame that you won't want to repeat with your true twin flame. And yeah, that won't repeat because your twin flame is going to reflect the love you give yourself back to you. All right, let's get into finding your true twin flame. So this is going to be a really juicy portion of this video, so I'm excited. Finding your true twin flame, it's a process. It is a journey, but it all begins with simply one choice. It's the choice to be with your twin flame, the choice for love, the choice to be with God and to love yourself. And so when you make that choice within your heart, you can do this with me right now by simply saying, I choose to be with my true twin flame. I choose to be with my true twin flame in harmonious union. You need to state that right now out loud and really feel into that in your heart. Feel into that truth and that power in your choice. Yeah, that's all it starts with, is that one choice, because our choice is so powerful and we have free will as human beings. So when we make a choice like that, God's going to move mountains for you. God's going to move mountains to get the right spiritual support in front of you, to get the right teachings in front of you, to get the right resources and healing in front of you so that you can be with your true twin flame. And so being with your true twin flame requires purification. It requires healing. It requires releasing the ego and surrendering and awakening. The twin flame journey is a spiritual journey at the core. It is an ascension path. Just like in so many other religions, it's talked about, ways to ascend, ways to be with God. This is the ultimate path of ascension that the planet has called in, and we are so ready for, is that we get to ascend with our twin flames, our ultimate lovers. And so, it's safe to really have a lot of compassion for yourself as you're discovering who your twin flame is, and to just continue putting one foot in front of the other, continue going with your healing work. And this is going to take you all the way to discovering who your twin flame is. And so after you've made the choice, the next thing to do to find out who your twin flame is to begin doing the healing work if you haven't already. I've talked about it so much throughout this video and on our channel, but the mirror exercise is the only tool that you need to be in union with your twin flame and to heal separation, because the mirror exercise is what purifies the ego. It purifies the thoughts of separation, of I'm not good enough, of I can't have this, of all of the blocks and all of the triggers that are not in alignment with your true vibration of love. The ego is purified as you use the mirror exercise. And since your twin flame can only recognize the divine you, the loving you, the self-loved you, the mirror exercise is how you get to that place and how you come into alignment with your divine self and how you really release all of the illusions that you may have been carrying for lifetimes. And so some signs that you may experience when you've met your true twin flame is the feeling of pure, like, I don't even know how to put it into words, just like divinity. Like it's this connection that you have never felt before in your life. It's something so unique and so powerful and so beautiful that you've never even tasted it. It's something that you can feel in your bones. It's something that your soul knows on such a deep level. The vibratory connection, like the vibration in this person that is your twin flame, it's like ingrained within you because they are you. Like it's this feeling and this knowing of like, oh my God, I'm home. Like this is my home. Like, oh my gosh, you're the person that, as I looked at the moon when I was 17 and just thought of my person, like you were the person I was thinking of and I didn't even know it. It's someone, it feels like someone you've known all your life, even if you've just met. It feels like the person that, like I like to say with Dylan, like we joked about like when we first connected again, that it felt like we were just connecting again about this trip on planet Earth. Like, we're like, hey, what have you been up to this trip? Like, I've been up to this. Okay, cool. We're finally together again. Like, let's go. Let's start our life together. And Dylan just shared in the last video, he said it feels like starting your life again. Like your life starts again when you've met your twin flame and when you come into union with them. And the truth is, when you are intimate with your twin flame, it is so beyond any other form of intimacy that you have ever experienced, because it's really the only form of intimacy that humans are meant to experience. And so, yeah, when you have this spiritual connection on top of the physical connection, which you hold in your twin flame union, it is like out of this world. Like literally, I mean, there's nothing that can describe it. It's like the safest, most beautiful experience. And yeah, and it really is something that you can't compare to a soulmate relationship or romance or intimacy. And yeah, it feels like the first time every time, if that makes sense. All right, and now I want to get into twin flame communication and 5D connection. So you are always connected with your twin flame. You are never truly separate. It is just your thoughts, and it is just the ego, and it is just the illusion that makes you think that you are. And so you can communicate with your twin flame at any time, and they will receive it. You can meditate within your heart and speak to your twin flame, and they will receive it. And, they may not say, hey, babe, are you meditating about me? Are you talking to me in your meditation? Like, they may not receive it in that way, but in their soul and in their frequency, they will receive it. And so it's very healthy to have an active dialogue going with your twin flame if you're in separation, if you're looking to reunite, because yeah, that's only going to help you in nurturing your connection and also developing that inner connection with yourself as well. Because as you work on that, your twin flame is going to align with you in that place, like we've been saying, right? Like your twin flame will always reflect back to you, what you give yourself. So if you're giving yourself this active communication between you and your twin flame within, and doing meditations and yeah, supporting yourself like that and journaling about them and loving them within yourself, that is loving your twin flame in the 3D, even though it's just in the 5D. So it's definitely safe to do that. All right, and so how you heal twin flame separation, I've touched on this so much, but we're going to go a little bit deeper. Separation is, first of all, separation is the belief that we are separate from God, the belief that we are separate from our good, the belief that we are separate from heaven on earth, and the belief that we are separate from our twin flames. And so the world nowadays is really built on a lot of separation consciousness beliefs, a lot of egoic beliefs, a lot of, poverty. I can't have that. I'm not good enough. Love doesn't last. Love abandons me. Love hurts. All of these things are ingrained in a lot of the consciousness of humanity right now. And so as we heal this and as we manifest our twin flame unions, we are purging those beliefs. We are healing that belief in separation, because the truth is, like I said, I love Jesus. Jesus brought heaven to earth already. We are just catching up by ascending our consciousness into Christ consciousness. And this is where, when everyone is in the state of Christ consciousness, heaven is going to be on earth. There will be no more war. There will be no more famine, no more poverty, no more prisons, no more divorce, like no more trauma. Because as we heal and as we ascend with our twin flames, like it literally heals the planet, because union is the epitome of union with God. And yeah, and so healing separation, it's not an overnight process. Oh, don't get me wrong, there are challenges, and it's not a walk in the park. It's not all rainbows and butterflies. I'm not trying to romanticize it. It can be really challenging. But the thing is that love overcomes all challenges. And love, at the end of the day, is the only thing that is real. As we heal separation, as we heal the illusion of separation, or Maya, that, is the veil of forgetting that we are divine, that we are children of God, that we are powerful, that we hold the universe within us, that we are creators of anything and everything we could possibly desire. As we align with that truth more and more by using the mirror exercise to heal separation, that is how you heal your twin flame union. And that is how we bring heaven to earth. Just picture it. Picture every single person on the planet with their perfect divine complement, living their life purpose together. Oh my God, imagine. Imagine no divorce. Imagine children being raised in a healthy household, every single child. That's how we create heaven. And it's not some woo-woo, not realistic thing. It's real, and it's happening now. All right, and now for these stages of twin flame union. So there's only 4 stages of twin flame union, and I'm going to go over them briefly. So the first one is the decision. Like I said, your twin flame union starts with the choice. It starts with your decision to have it. The second one is the meeting. Once you made the decision, you're going to meet your twin flame eventually. Just like once you make a dentist appointment, eventually you're going to the dentist, right? The next phase is upset. This is where the triggering starts. So after you meet, yeah, things might be great, hunky-dory, wonderful, boom, an upset happens. For Dylan and I, our upset started almost right away. And with twin flames, you don't really have a honeymoon phase. You're actually always in this honeymoon phase. Even if you have upsets going on, you're always just deepening and deepening your love. And that brings me to stage 4, which is unconditional love. This is when you feel complete and unconditional love for your twin flame, even when they trigger you, because at your core, you have the awareness that they are only triggering you to bring you deeper into love within yourself. And so these are the 4 stages of coming into union with your twin flame. And from there, once you reach that place of unconditional love, you just keep going and keep healing your upsets until you come into harmonious union, and then perfect union, your full ascension. But these stages, they're not really sequential. Even though they're sequential, but they're also linear. They can move about. One day you might be in upset for a little while, and then you heal that, and then you're in unconditional love, and then you're feeling this unconditional love, and oh hey, your twin flame tells you something new about them. You get to meet a new part of them, meet a new part of yourself. And yeah, and you're continuously choosing and deepening your connection together, and deciding to go deeper and deeper into discovery of who you are as a union, and yeah, who you are meant to be together. It's a really beautiful, revealing process of your divine selves. And as you keep doing this, and as you keep healing and going deeper and deeper together, only more beauty and more love and more miracles are made manifest for you, because that's what life is. Miracles are normal. Miracles are meant to manifest for you over and over again, and you're meant to experience them all the time. And so as you meet your twin flame, as you continue to decide to grow together, as you heal your upsets together, you're going to grow deeper in unconditional love. You're going to ascend further and further, and you're going to create your own beautiful heaven on earth together. So I've talked a lot about harmonious twin flame union, but what are the 8 keys to harmonious twin flame union? I'm going to touch on these very briefly for you guys, and then I'm going to get into the number 1 thing you can do to identify your true twin flame. So 8 keys to harmonious twin flame union. They're really simple. These are all qualities that we hold within ourselves, that our divine selves are, and we simply align with them by purging the ego. The first key to harmonious twin flame union is honesty. You know, you have to be honest with yourself, be honest with your twin flame in order to have a stable and grounded foundation. The second key is trust. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust yourself that you're not crazy to be on this path. You're not crazy to choose your twin flame. You have to trust your twin flame. You have to trust your union. You have to trust God. The third key is commitment. You know, once you have this honesty, once you have this trust built, you have to commit to your twin flame. You have to commit to be like boyfriend and girlfriend, or, you know, be in a partnership, whatever that looks like for you. But you have to make that commitment to your union, not only within yourself, but to your twin flame as well. The fourth key is persistence. You know, you have to persist. You have to persist through the upsets, through the doubts, through the fears, through the struggles. You have to persist through it all. And as you keep persisting, you're just going to keep going deeper into love, building your trust, building your spiritual muscle, building that healing. And you're going to keep deepening and deepening in your union. The fifth key is compassion. You got to have compassion, friends. You got to have compassion for yourself. You have to have compassion for your twin flame. You know, they're waking up just like you are. So have compassion for them, have compassion for yourself, and allow your journey to unfold the way it is meant to for you. The sixth key is unconditional love. Yes, you've got to have unconditional love for yourself and for your twin flame to have your harmonious union, because your harmonious union is built on unconditional love. And so, are you going to love your twin flame unconditionally, even if they're triggering you, even if they're upsetting you, you know, even if they're in a third party situation? Are you going to love your twin flame and hold space for them and continue loving yourself? You know, unconditional love is a major, major key. And the next key is forgiveness. You have to be able to forgive. And forgiveness really means, it says in the Course in Miracles, forgiveness is basically saying like, that never happened. Like you relieve your twin flame, you relieve yourself of having ever missed the mark, of having ever done the thing they did to need forgiveness. It's completely releasing this. And this not only frees your twin flame, but it frees you. It frees you from holding that burden of anger or that grudge. And so forgiveness is so key to forgive, to let go, and, you know, go back to that unconditional love. You know, love yourself, forgive yourself. Not only forgiving yourself, but forgiving your twin flame for all the things they may do to upset you. You know, this is super, super key. And the eighth key is respect. You have to and you must respect your twin flame's experience, because even if you know all of this spiritual information, and if you have all of this information in this video and you're like, whoa, yes, like this is so true, my twin flame has to know all this, like respect their experience, respect their awakening, and respect what they're going through, because their experience is valid for them. And, you know, they don't have to acknowledge twin flames right now. They don't have to acknowledge the healing work right now. They are on their journey. They are on their awakening path. And while you are one at the core, you have to respect them getting to the place of recognizing twin flames and recognizing this awakening path. And so respect is an extremely important key that's only going to allow you to grow in your intimacy and grow in your connection. Okay, so the next thing I want to touch on is how to attract your twin flame. Like, how do you do it? You just love yourself. You love yourself completely. You use the mirror exercise. You romance yourself. You become your divine self. You become your twin flame. You become the person that you desire to be in a relationship with. And that is how you attract your twin flame into your life. You can do this by using the mirror exercise, by studying the teachings of union, by working with a twin flame ascension coach to help you master the mirror exercise and go deeper with it. I have a whole notebook over here of my mirror exercises that I write out like all the time. You can write them out every single day. Whenever you're upset, write out the mirror exercise. And that will really, really support you in beginning to learn who you are, beginning to become and embody your divine self. And that is what is going to attract your twin flame directly into your life. And so another really incredible tip that I have for you on how to attract your twin flame and how to know who your twin flame is. This is it, okay? It is to write a love list. So what is a love list? A love list is something that you write out with all of the characteristics, all of the qualities, all of the desires that you have in your partner, in your twin flame. And as you're writing this love list, like maybe you'll have, they're funny, you know, they're romantic, they're passionate, they're creative, they're talented, they're musical. They take me out to dinner once a week or once a month. They never forget to do the little things for me. They never forget to help me out around the house. They are financially stable. They are well grounded. They have a great relationship with God. These are just a few qualities you can start your love list with. But you can build out your love list and put down whatever you want on it. Anything that you desire from a relationship, from your twin flame union, you can write this out, whatever you want in your partner. And a little note about this is that whatever you write on that list, that is your twin flame. That is literally who your twin flame is, because only you know who your twin flame is in your heart. As you write down these qualities and as you figure out who it is that you desire, that is literally you writing down all of the qualities in your twin flame. Yeah, and so once you begin to explore someone as your twin flame, you can return to your love list and say, okay, hey, what do they hold these qualities? Do they hold maybe 95% of them, and they'll grow into the rest of them? Are they, 50%? And you're like, wait, what? This does not align at all with my love list. That's okay. Because your love list is a really great guide for discovering whether or not you're with a true or a false twin flame. Because you can go back to this list again and again and again, keep building it out. Even after you're in twin flame union, you can now write out something else that you desire from your twin flame, even if you're in union. And your twin flame will grow naturally to fill those desires that you hold for them or that you hold for your union. And so this is a really powerful manifestation technique that you can have just in your back pocket to, whenever you think of something new. Hey, I'd really like my partner to do this or to do that or to, be like this. You can keep building out that list and returning to it again and again as you mature and as you grow in your union. And it is an incredible way to determine who your twin flame is, because your twin flame is going to align with everything on that list, maybe not right away. And the rest of it you'll grow into together, because another little note that is important to understand is that your twin flame won't come to you, and you don't even go to your twin flame. You don't have to come to them as the perfect prince and princess or king and queen. The thing is, and the best part about twin flames is you get to become the king and queen together. You get to hone and sharpen and help one another become the best versions of yourselves. And so, yeah, your love list is a great place to know what the best version of your twin flame is, and they can write one too, and to know what the best version of it is that you are, and then to eventually manifest into those versions as you keep loving yourself and as you keep uncovering more and more of who you are. And so the last thing that I want to touch on for you guys is, what are you meant to do with your twin flame? Is it just a normal, you go to work and you come home and you have a relationship? It's not like that. So with your twin flame, it's a lot more than just like a white picket fence and, a family and a career. You live a purpose with your twin flame. You have and share the same exact purpose, because you're created as one. You are one being. You hold the same purpose that you are meant to live and fill out together. And so this is really amazing, actually, because, whether or not your twin flame purpose is to be ascension coaches and to spread the teachings of union and to share the truth of twin flames and to help others into their twin flames unions, that's what Dylan and I's purpose is. But your purpose can be anything. Your purpose can be to open a restaurant together and serve incredible foods. Your purpose can be, to start a school together. Your purpose can be to travel the world together and, speak at events and conferences, or whatever your purpose is, whatever fills you up inside, that is the same purpose that fills up your twin flame. And you're meant to do it together. And this doesn't mean that you need to be doing the exact same things all the time. Obviously I am filming this video right now. Dylan is doing his own thing, but hey, we're still one being. We're still together. We're still one, and we're still living our life purpose together. And yeah, that goes beyond just your day-to-day life. Part of our purpose is music. Part of our purpose is art. Part of our purpose is videography. Part of our purpose is decorating and interior design and remodeling our home. A part of our purpose is having a family. And so there's a lot that is to your purpose with your twin flame, but you are meant to live that one purpose together. And it is very important to God. It is very important to creation. And as every single twin flame union begins to fulfill their purpose on earth, like we've been saying in this video, that's how we create heaven on earth. There'll be one twin flame couple that is creating a homeschool program to teach children and bring children up as, as divine beings, to understand that they're one with God and that they're one with their twin flame, and to nurture their divine self, to nurture their soul into its fullest human expression. There might be another twin flame union that is working on agriculture and creating a way for every single family in the world to have their own sustainable garden. There might be another twin flame union that is working on creating a divine political system for the planet. There might be another twin flame union like Jeff and Shalia, who are bringing the teachings of union to the world. Every twin flame union is powerful and has its own unique purpose that it's meant to fulfill together. And so, yeah, you're not meant to just like live and have a soulmate relationship. It really does not work that way. Like, if you're not living out your purpose with your twin flame, there's really no reason to be together, because you're not going to feel that fulfilled and feel that juice of your union if you're leaving out a huge part of it, which is your purpose. Like, it goes beyond romance. It goes beyond just a soulmate connection. It is full of purpose and full of fulfillment. And yeah, it has so much waiting for you in your union, so much to uncover and explore and experience. And yeah, you were meant to live one purpose together. All right, and so I really wanted to just break down some key takeaways for you guys today before I wrap up this video. But first of all, you have a twin flame. You're meant to be with them. Your twin flame is going to be your greatest teacher first and foremost. This means they mirror you. They show you where you're out of alignment with love and out of alignment with God, and help support you in coming into alignment with your fullest divine self. You have a very unique and special purpose with your twin flame, and you are meant to fulfill that purpose together. Your twin flame is the epitome of all of the romance that God has for you. They are your only one true romantic partner that you are meant to be with lifetime after lifetime, and continue going deeper in love, deeper into your divine selves, and deeper into union with God. And overall, above all, twin flames are an ascension path to God. They bring you home to heaven on earth, to Christ consciousness, and to the obliteration of the ego. Like, bye ego, no more. No more thoughts of separation, peace, goodbye. Okay. None of that is in your twin flame union. You can't bring it with you. You gotta purge it. You gotta release it. You gotta let go of all the ego crap. And when you do that, you align with your divine self, and you become one with God and one with your twin flame, like you already are at your core. You just find that awareness. You become aware of it. And yeah, you manifest Christ consciousness. You manifest heaven on earth. And so this is possible. This is the awakening. This is the great awakening that's been prophesied for centuries. It is happening right now. It is happening through twin flame unions. And it is happening to you. And I am so honored to be on this journey with you, to be walking this path of twin flame ascension, to be sharing this truth with you all. It is, like when I was a kid, I always just knew that I wanted to love the world. Like, I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to help people. I didn't know how. Like, I didn't want to be anything like my friends, or like I didn't want to be a teacher or a doctor or a firefighter or any of that stuff that like kids want to be. I didn't know what I wanted to be. And it's because what I wanted to be was barely even in consciousness yet. It was a twin flame coach, a twin flame teacher, a spiritual healer. It was someone that could support people just like you walking this path and coming to union with your own divine lover, your own perfect partner. And when I found this truth within myself and what I was meant to do here, like, it's just surreal. And I'm so grateful. Like, what I found with Dylan, what we have found in our union is so far beyond what I've thought, like what I've experienced in the past, I should say, and what the planet has really experienced in the past with soulmate relationships and all of that stuff. It's so pure, and it's so innocent, and it's so sincere, and it's so real and grounded. And yeah, it just feels like truth. Like, it feels like it feels like it feels like home. It feels like everything I ever thought of was possible becoming possible for me. And that is all I desire to help you achieve as well, is your own harmonious twin flame union with your true twin flame, and to begin building your dream life, to begin fulfilling your purpose, to begin creating the life that you've always felt in your heart was for you, and to find inner peace, to find that inner peace and that self-love and that, you know, that connection to God that you deserve, and that is your birthright. You know, your twin flame union is truly your birthright. And so yeah, it's my greatest honor to support you on that path in any small way that I can. And if you are looking for additional one-on-one support, I am a Twin Flame Ascension coach, and it would be my honor, my absolute pleasure to help guide you to your own harmonious union with your twin flame and beyond. And so feel free to shoot us a DM on Instagram or visit our website, yoursoulunion.com, to schedule an introductory session with me. They are 50% off, so yeah, just be seeing if we are a good fit to work together and to get a vibe for what Twin Flame coaching is all about. That's really what it would be. We would definitely will get into some deep healing while we are in that session as well, and help you, yeah, answer some questions, understand more of your journey, and direct you on the path to your twin flame. And then I'll be able to continue supporting you, you know, because another big piece to the twin flame journey is you need support. You need support when you're healing. Like, you're not meant to heal alone. You are not meant to heal alone. Yeah, it's really not even possible to come into harmonious union on your own. You have to have support because, yeah, without it, like, I mean, I guess you maybe could, like, it would just take, like, I don't know, meditating in a cave in the Himalayas, and that doesn't sound like very fun. Like, I want to live my life. Like, I want to be human, right? As I ascend. And that's what the Twin Flame Ascension path does for you. It gives you the opportunity to be human, to have upsets, and to heal them, and to ascend literally in your day-to-day life. It's just amazing. And so thank you guys. I feel really complete with this video. I know I touched on so much. So if you have any questions, please comment below, and I will get back to you on that, as well as any videos you want me to make. Shoot them down in the comments. And yeah, I think this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this free masterclass on Twin Flames, this free Twin Flame 101 ultimate guide. I had such an incredible time making it for you guys. This is like the longest video I've ever done, and it was so much fun. Definitely want to start doing some more lengthy videos for you if you enjoy it, so let me know. Give it a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to our channel for more Twin Flame Ascension and healing content. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.